Now, we know that a new Terminator movie is coming. What's it called again? Terminator Dark Fate. So Terminator's coming. Not a lot of hope for this movie. There hasn't been a lot of enthusiasm, hasn't been a lot of hope being generated for this movie. Not a lot of people excited about it. But then CinemaCon came, and we were at CinemaCon, and Paramount did their presentation, and a part of that they showed this big thing of Terminator Dark Fate, and everybody lost their minds. And I wasn't at it because I was sick that evening. I didn't go to the Paramount. Rob, I'm going to ask you about it in a second here, but they have just dropped their first official teaser poster for it. Of course, we've got a trailer coming tomorrow, but they've dropped their teaser poster for it. And I was a little bit surprised that just front and center, the poster is Sarah Connor. They got Sarah Connor right in there. Welcome to the day after Judgment Day, which kind of says a couple of things. Number one, it kind of tells us the context of the movie, but maybe more importantly, it's yet another reminder. All those other Terminator movies don't exist, guys. There's Judgment Day, and then there's this. All the other ones were just a bad dream. That's kind of how they've been approaching this. And remember, that is what they're doing. They're pretending, this movie pretends all the other Terminators after Judgment Day don't actually exist. So that's kind of an interesting thing to see. Rob, I'll tell you what, for a first teaser, putting, that little tagline in there, welcome to the day after Judgment Day, Terminator Dark Fate, featuring Sarah Connor in it, I think this is a really good approach for a first little teaser poster. Two things, Rob. Number one, how do you like this teaser poster? Do you think it does enough? But number two, tell us a little bit about, without going into all spoilery details, but tell me about your reaction to the Terminator footage they actually showed at CinemaCon.
Well, first, I like this trailer. I mean, I like the fact that they're announcing... Oh, pardon me, the poster. Yes. I like this poster because I was thinking about what they showed at CinemaCon.
Right.
I like the poster a lot because the fact that we do have Linda Hamilton coming back as Sarah Connor legitimizes it.
Yeah,
it totally... Well, the footage that we saw at CinemaCon was bananas. First of all, you see Mackenzie... the star of the new movie, who
right.
it first
From
shows
Burn Notice, I believe.
Yeah, she comes and she was in Blade Runner 2049. We see her show up from the future, presumably, and it's I don't want to say what happens, but it was interesting. And you meet other characters, and it's not what you. Well, then they show this scene that's on this freeway overpass where you see Diego. Is it Diego Luna?
I think so. Yeah.
Who is the new male Terminator who can split himself into two. He can split himself.
Like Multiple Man?
He's like Multiple Man, kind of. And we see Sarah Connor come and kick ass, and it's awesome. Then there was just a montage of footage that was bananas. There's a scene on a flying airplane where a Terminator is on the exterior of the airplane crawling across. I mean, it looks amazing.
Like Tom
Tim
Cruise.
Miller. What's that?
And it's like Tom Cruise.
Yeah. It's but times 10. It looks great to me. I mean, Tim Miller directed it, who directed Deadpool, and he directed that great Justice League, The Injustice, that trailer that everybody loved. The only criticism that I had of the Terminator Dark Fate material, the only criticism, is that the freeway overpass scene takes place in the bright sunlight, and the Terminator movies, Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, especially. It was a lot of practical effects.
Right.
A lot of like when that truck goes over into the LA River, and crashes through that when Arnold is driving or the T-1000 is driving. The practical effects in those movies were incredible. And then CG took over. This looked like it leans heavily into CG. We'll wait to see, but I did love seeing the practical nature of bright sunlight and stuff blowing up that was not CG.
Yeah, that's why it's so good. I really did like Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, though. I don't know. I really loved Claire Danes in it. So
it has a great ending, too.
I've got a soft spot for Claire Danes. And you know what?
She's
Honestly,
great in it.
All the Terminator stuff have elements that are quite good.
Yeah.
I actually really quite liked Lena Headey's the Terminator television series.
It was really good.
I thought that had a lot of promise too. And even in the worst of Terminator movies, I thought there was some redeeming stuff, but I do think it's really interesting that they're taking this approach about pretending everything else doesn't exist. And all the stuff Rob's telling you guys about, if they follow the pattern of what's been at CinemaCon, all the stuff they've showed us at CinemaCon, from It stuff to advanced trailers of this and that. They eventually release that as promotional material for the. So don't think that Rob's giving you any kind of a spoiler. He's probably just explaining something that's going to be in the trailers you're going to see. So don't worry about that. But anyway, guys, what do you think about this new poster that's come out? Do you think it works for you, hearing about the Terminator stuff? Are you starting to get excited for it? Are you reserving judgment until you actually see that trailer yourself tomorrow? Jump down to the comments section below and let me know your thoughts.